Vinod Kumar is joining us this morning. Thanks so much for joining us, Vinod. Now, analysts are expecting, Petronet LNG to generate improved free cash flows in the coming years. In fact, upwards of 4,200 crores in the next 2 years. Is that a fair estimate, according to you?
Yeah, it is. It seems to be okay because last year also it was around 4,200 crores. So free cash flows generating every year will be around 2,800 crore, 3,000 crore. So this is a general estimate, and we expect that we have a lot of capital commitments in time to come, and the next year we expect around 700 crore to be spent on a tank, 7 tank we are going to install in the Dahej terminal. And apart from that, we are also looking forward to our venture in Sri Lanka, where we are going to set up a 2.5 MMTPA FSRU terminal. So for that, the studies are going on, financial feasibility is also being worked out. So if that project also comes in, then certainly around 2,000 crores will be needed for that project. Apart from that, we are also looking forward to have some stake in liquefaction terminal in US or some other country, so that we can control the molecules coming to India, and we can supply LNG at a reasonable price in India. So we have a lot of capex plan, but certainly this free cash flows are there, and that's good for us for future.
Right. Vinod, so with the bulk of your capex nearing completion, there are heightened expectations that you may look at increasing your dividend payout in the next 2 years. Is there a case building for that?
We have already paid around 55% dividend, interim dividend last time, and hopefully we shall be looking forward, because it's ultimately board decision how they go forward, but maybe that in the final results of the company this year for financial year 18-19, there may be some dividend declared by the management.
Sure. Okay. Now, with the bulk of your capex nearing completion...
Exact percentage cannot be disclosed.
Of course,
yeah.
of course. So, do you see enough visibility in volume growth going forward, let's say about 8 to 9%? Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 10% growth in consumption of LNG every year almost. Last year this was around 20 MMTPA out of the total 40 MMTPA of the consumption of LNG in India, and this RLNG has contributed around 50%. And this year also, if you look at the data till February, it's almost 45% of LNG. So this I think growth is there in consumption of LNG.
Okay, fair point. Vinod, globally there has been a sharp decline in LNG prices, and analysts are seeing this because of a lot of incremental demand would be coming to countries like India because of the favorable economies. Would you agree with this?
Yeah, certainly, because this spot prices has come down as low as $4.2 per MMBTU. And this is certainly nearing the domestic gas price, which is also declared as 3.69 per MMBTU this 1st April 2019. So I hope that there is a likely increase in the consumption of LNG in India in the time to come, and certainly this is good news for us, because we are also ramping up our Dahej terminal capacity from 15 MMTPA to 17.5 MMTPA. So we will have 2.5 MMTPA additional capacity there to regas the incoming LNG to India.
Okay. There are reports as well that your overall imports will rise.
That is good news for us.
Yeah, absolutely. So imports then, there are reports that they're going to rise, and do you think we can expect them to rise to, let's say, 22, 23 million tons per year? This is the kind of estimate I'm looking at here, according to research.
Yeah, it's 22 million tons can be imported this year, and next year also there will be 10%, 15% growth. But certainly the more growth is likely to come from the city gas segment, because as you know that PNGRB has already awarded 226 GA so far in all the 10 rounds of bidding. So in the next 5 to 8 years, I foresee a huge demand in LNG and natural gas in India. And if you look at the current consumption of LNG in CGD sector, it's around 16% of the total natural gas share, which is likely to double. And it's, in terms of MMTPA, it will be around 6.5 MMTPA, and it will be doubled in the next 5 to 8 years. This is our estimate, and this will certainly, and moreover the pipelines which are coming up, as you know, around 16,000 kilometer pipelines are laid right now, and 5,400 kilometer pipeline are in progress and likely to be completed by 2021. Because natural gas demand is there, but availability of gas at the far-flung areas is not there. So the network of the pipeline will help us in increasing the consumption of natural gas in far-flung areas which are not able to use natural gas. So in next 3-4 years we see a huge surge in the demand of LNG in India.
Lastly then, Vinod, what is the roadmap to bring in additional cargoes from US as prices are now heading lower and Indian demand remains very robust?
Yeah, actually Indian market is very price sensitive. So it's a question how, at what price we are bringing the natural gas to India. If you look at the current pricing of long-term LNG, it is around $9 to $10. So if spot prices are hovering around 4.3, 4.5, then certainly there is an issue. So we hope that lot of LNG from US will be coming in India, as GAIL has already contracted so much of volume from US, almost 5.8 MMTPA of gas is coming from US, and 2.5 MMTPA coming from Russia also. So we see that LNG demand will be growing, but certainly spot prices are lower than long-term this LNG. So certainly people would like to use more mix of spot LNG than long-term gas, but certainly as and when these prices will be matching up with the long-term LNG prices, certainly the consumption of US LNG will further enhance in India.
Thanks so much for joining us this morning. Good chatting with you, and the outlook, they're definitely sounding incredibly positive. Thanks for joining us.